Alright, hey guys, how's it going? Today we are going to talk longboarding, particularly a longboarding trip in Wisconsin. Now lately me and my friends have been talking about doing this, so I just kind of want to run all this stuff by you guys and see what you guys think of it, and we'll see what goes from there. Alright, so to start things off, me and my friends are planning a trip from Kewanee to La Crosse. Now we heard of people doing this from, I think it was Milwaukee to Madison, but we wanted to really up the stakes. It's a total trip of 225 miles, and we're breaking it up into 3-day sessions. Now it may take longer than 3 days. 3 days is just what we're going off of, and we hope we can do. Now nobody that we know of has ever done this amount of mileage or done anything this crazy, so hopefully it all works out. And like I said, we might have to take longer, but who knows. So, like I said, Kewanee to La Crosse, 225 miles total, and in 3 days. First day is going to be 71.5 miles. The second day is going to take 85.1 miles, and day 3 is going to be 70.7 miles. Now these are all just going to be straight up pushing, right on your board. Not going to be skitching off cars or anything, just going to be straight there. So this isn't going to be a sprint. This is just going to be a nice cruise. Now we want to do this mostly in June because that's when you're going to get the most sunlight. The sunlight in June lasts around 15.5 hours. If we have 1-hour lunch sessions, if we have 3 1-hour lunch sessions, this gives us 12.5 hours aboard time. Alright, now if we break these hours down, we are going to need to travel 85 miles on our greatest day. So this means we'd have to travel at 6.8 miles per hour. Now we are going to be going up hills and down hills. So you got to take that into consideration. I'm judging the average boarding speed is faster than 10 miles per hour. This means that on our greatest day we'll be spending at least 8 to 9 hours straight up pushing. So there's going to be a lot of kicking on the boards. We're going to be out on those boards for a long time. So this is not for people who just think they're going to go out there and have fun. This is going to be work. I'm telling you. If we have 12.5 hours of time to get there, and we only spend 9 to 8 hours on the 8 to 9 hours on the board, we still have 3.5 hours of sunlight left. This time will obviously be broken up throughout the day as well, if the trip isn't so harsh. So maybe like a 2-hour lunch session, or maybe like an hour lunch session, 2 hours later another hour break. But we'll see. We know we'll encounter hills and hard climbs, but also sweet drops. This will affect our speed and time, like I said earlier. Keeping in mind the previous page, as long as we're moving faster than 6.8 miles per hour, we are in good condition. Now there are going to be some really big hills, so I've been told. I haven't really gone down the route yet. We are planning to tour the route, but there's supposed to be some pretty big hills. I talked to some of the guys at Surf and Bird, and they're saying like 50 miles an hour. So these are not for inexperienced riders. You guys are really going to need to know what's going on. Alright, so getting into the skill level. They'll also have to be in physical condition to handle the miles per day, obviously. And putting together days for training is previous to this event are needed so everyone is ready. And what that means is anybody watching this video and you're thinking about doing this, make sure you get out on the streets as much as you can before the days and train. You need to know how to do controlled stops on a slide if you're going down a hill too fast. You need to know how to handle hills. There's a lot of stuff that you guys need to be up to speed on. Now even I'm not experienced enough to handle this yet, compared to what I've been hearing. I've only been boarding for 2 years and I'm not ready to do controlled slides and stuff like that, but it's something we're all going to have to learn if we want to get this trip done. Gear to consider taking would be helmet, slide gloves, spare bushings, spare hardware, T-tools, spare bearings, spare wheels, spare trucks, spare board in case your board snaps or whatever. But you're not going to be able to carry the board obviously by hand. Hydration, other than water bottles, something wearable like a camelback would be recommended. Spare clothes, light amount. Changing clothes every day is not needed. Extra cash, food will not be provided for you guys. Elbow and knee pads, all other non-essential items. Phone, sunglasses, chargers, snacks, etc. Alright, now we're going to obviously have chase cars because it's going to be 3 days where are we going to stay? We're going to need chase cars to carry gear, help injured, scout routes ahead, and bring everyone back to Green Bay. If you guys aren't going to be starting off in Green Bay, you're going to need your own chase car. A simple car holds 5 people, depending on what style of cars follow. We'll need 1 car for every 4 to 7 boarders. So yeah, depending on the style again, we can hook a trailer up to carry extra gear. Now our first stop would be in Wolf River. Besides illegally setting up tents in a random field, Wolf River would be the best place to camp for our first night. If anyone has any better options, this can be changed. Now, from our previous photo that I have up here, Wolf River is 71.5 miles away from Kewanee. They have Wolf River trips and campground. I'm going to get into the price of that later. Now, Buckhorn State Park. Buckhorn is the best for our second night. It's within reasonable distance from the first camp and is also reasonably priced. There's no water or electricity, so this may pose a problem. If you guys have electronics to charge, like if you're going to be filming like I'm going to be filming, or phones or whatever, you're going to have to bring power supplies, backups, something to plug your phone into once you get there. Now, going back up to this previous photo that I have, Buckhorn State Park is going to be the hardest day that we have. It's 85.1 miles. So that's going from Wolf River Trips and Campgrounds all the way over to Buckhorn State Park. And like I said, 85.1 miles. Now, these roads haven't been pre-scoped yet. I'm just going off Google Maps. I don't know what the road conditions are. We're hopefully going to drive down these roads previously to the trip. But yeah, so that's what we're looking at as of right now. And like I said, some of these places that we stay at might have to be changed, or roads that we take. Alright, so for our third night, it would be Pettibone Resort. This would be the final stop on our third day. This site is just a bridge out of La Crosse. The location is around just a mile from the campus. As of the moment, I'm not sure if there's water or electricity. Now going back up to the third day, that photo that I have, that's 70.7 miles. Now these are huge days. And not only are they huge, but they're consecutive. So if your push leg's tired on the second day, you're not going to be able to handle the third. But we can't stop for you. Unless you have your own chase car personally for you, or you want to sit in the car and follow, which isn't going to be that much fun. But alright, so 70.7 miles, and I'll have all these slides for you guys to see. I'll try and create like maybe a PFD or whatever those files are called, so you guys can go through all this. Alright, so getting into it, price is going to be the most important thing. Wolf River only allows 4 adults per site, so the following prices will be for only 3 riders and 1 follow car driver. One night in Wolf River is $31 to $33 depending on the site you get, plus $8 for every 2 people per site. Buckhorn is only one night for $15, and it sounds like you can get 4 people on there just fine. Pettibone is one night and $21. And one chase car's gas there and back is looking like to be $120. So the total price for 4 days there and back is looking like $187 or $187 for 2 riders. One rider and 1 follow car, which would be ridiculous. And $205 for 3 riders and 1 follow car. And we are going to need like 1 car for every 3 riders, just for like the campsites and stuff, which sounds ridiculous, but it's needed. That bringing the price down to 1 rider and 1 follow car, $46.7 per person, or for 3 riders and 1 person in the car, $51.25. We're also going to need a pack greater than $40 for food, because food will not be provided once again, or whatever. I'm just guessing $40. You're not going to be able to survive less than that unless you bring your own food. And the date still hasn't been determined, but we're looking forward around June 20th. Would be the best for the most light in the day, because the longest day is June 21st for sunlight. So that's pretty much everything that's going on that I have planned right now, and all these plans can be arranged, whatever. Just kind of throwing this out there to see what you guys think of it. Me and my friends thought this would be a great idea. Kind of talking with Surfing Bird, they think it would be a great idea. We also kind of want to like maybe do a fundraiser for Jibasso. Green Bay Action Sports organization. But yeah, so I'm just going to throw this video out there, see what you guys think of it. Leave comments. This is going to be on longboarding in Wisconsin, and I'm going to throw it on some other Facebook things. I'm also going to throw this on my YouTube channel. I'll put a link on any of the Facebook things I go to, so if you guys see this video and you don't have a comment right away but you think of it later, go on the sites, look for my YouTube channel, click on this, and we can get this info to you. Let's start a conversation. I mean, this is really something that I think would be cool to start and go through with people. So yeah. And who knows, if we plan ahead, we might even be able to knock some of these prices down on sites, or find maybe better campsites or whatever. So yeah, I'm just going to leave this with you guys to think about. I'm going to get going. You guys have a great day.